Hey everyone, it's Ann here. Happy Sunday. I hope you are having a great start to your morning. Maybe you're having a lazy daisy morning and you're sitting outside, maybe having a coffee, reading a book. Maybe you're sitting on the couch just chilling. Or maybe you've done some errands already, or maybe you're up and about in your craft room. I don't know. I hope you're having a great start. Mine has been busy. I have been up. I'm doing some laundry. I've already walked my puppy, and I've been working in my studio for about an hour already. And now I'm switching over to craft with you guys, which I'm so excited about. As I've shared with you, Sunday mornings is our new crafting time. It works way better for me. As many of you know, this is not my full-time job. I work full-time with a school board, and you can imagine the craziness right now on a school board. We have, I think, 19 days left of school. So these last 19 days are very busy, just very busy with a bunch of things happening and trying to help out everybody. So my time in my craft room is very precious these days, especially when I enjoy that downtime of crafting in this crazy busy world. So today I have a fun project to share with you. All week I have been sharing with you the Brewed for You bundle, which is an amazing bundle in the new annual catalog. It is a set that you could use for the young or the old. And it goes from any generation. So I'll be sharing some projects with you. So we're going to be doing a crafting project. I'm actually going to be sharing a little bit of a technique with you today. And I have some things to update you on. There's a new hostess code. I want to remind you about the BOGOs for buy one, get one kits. And I'm going to share with you where you can find those on my website. And yeah, so it's just a great morning. Hello, Lynn. How are you? So if you're watching on the replay, let me know you're here. If you're watching me live, say hi, comment, chat with me. I know Sunday mornings, maybe it works for some people and sometimes it doesn't. And that's okay, because you can always watch me on the replay later when you sit down and work in your craft room. All right, I am going to flip my camera and we're going to get started with our crafting project. So bear with me, I'll be right back. Okay, I actually don't have my my iPad set up yet for my blog, Facebook Live, because I wanted to share some things with you. Okay, so I'm going to assume I'm good in the camera for now. So what I want to share with you today is, it is June, so we have a new hostess code. So our hostess code is right here. You could head to my my blog, which is stampwithann.com. Click shop now, which will take you to my online store. And if you place a $50 order or more this month, I will send you the false sea glass shapes, which I thought was perfect for summer projects, summer layouts, scrapbooking, maybe some home decor. I will send you these in July as my way of saying thank you. So they're really fun embellishments. I really like them. And they were in our in January to June catalog, but they've actually carried over into the annual catalog, so that's great. They went with one of the suites. I want to say, can't remember what suite it went with, but anyways, they're there. They're beautiful, and that's what our thing is this month. So I also wanted to share with you that this month, let me just stand up. This month is, there's lots going on in the Stampin' Up! World. So this is my online store. So if you actually go to my blog, which is www.stampwithann, click shop now, it'll take you here. So I just wanted to click shop now. I just wanted to share a few things with you. I just thought it was easier to maybe show somebody if they're visual. Okay, last chance. This is all the products that are leaving us from the January to June catalog. There are lots of great products that are up to 50% off. So you can see right here, like it's marked down, it'll tell you. This was $20 and it's $10, so it's retiring soon. If something is sold out, it will no longer be available. So lots of great products there. Also, there's some specials happening. So there's also, let me just go by here and find it, see if I can find it. There's like a buy one, get one for the kits. So if you go to our right here, buy one, get one. And Our kit collections are great if you're traveling this summer. Maybe you're going camping and you want to take a little crafting with you. Great for kids that are home over the summer holidays, maybe on a rainy day. So lots of kits. So it's buy one, get one. So you would obviously buy one and then your next one would be 50% off. This is a new one that's out. It's called Love This Memory Note Kit. Super cute. And as you can see, it would make a great little memory kit for the summer. So I wanted to share that with you. And there's also a couple new kits that are available. The Love You Memory is a new one. And where's the other one? Can't find it. There's another one called Nourish and Flourish. So the Nourish and Flourish kit is every kit sold here in Canada. $4 will be donated to food organizations across the world to help with those that are struggling with food, like so food banks and things like that. All right, so let me go back into my page here and find you guys, and let's get started. Oh, there I am. I can see me right now. All right. Let me just pull up the comments. Good morning. Happy to be here on a Sunday morning. Yes, I'm glad you're here with us. That's exciting. Okay, so I think my view looks pretty good. I can see, I'm just going to move this back a little bit here. Okay, let me just check to make sure everything looks good. All right. Okay, so a couple things we're going to do today. We are using the Brewed for You bundle, which is an adorable bundle. It's actually a fun bundle. It's one of those bundles you can use for many occasions. So you could use it for teenagers with root beer or young kids with root beer. Someone said, oh, you can make this into root beer. Bottles of jug, maybe you can make it like milk or chocolate milk. Obviously glasses, wine. Obviously your beer drinkers or those who like to celebrate, you can make a cocktail out of this one. Lots you can do with this, so definitely you could use this for the young or the old. Last week when I did my Facebook Live, I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and this was the set you said you wanted to work with. So I am going to be sharing a fun technique with you, and then I have a few projects to share with you at the end, what I made with this stamp set. So it is a photo polymer, which means it's jelly-like, so you will need clear blocks. And you will need some type of foam mat to place under it. But the thing about this, it's two-step stamping. So you'll see what I mean when we get stamping. The other product that I'm using today, and I want to share them with you, is this Stylish Shapes dies. These dies are becoming one of my favorites. So I was a huge fan of the stitch-shaped dies that were in last year's catalog. And I was so sad to see them retire. And I was like, what am I going to use? Because I love my stitch shapes. Well, then they came out with this one, and this one's way better because you get circles, squares, and banners. So definitely will be using this one. Lynn says, ooh, a bunch of flowers in the milk jug. Oh, that would be cute. Put some flowers in there. That's a great idea. All right, so let's get started. I saw this, I saw a similar item on Pinterest when I was scrolling through looking for some inspiration. And I forget what her name was. Stamper's Workshop, I think it was. Her blog name was. So I kind of took her idea and then tweaked it to make it my own. So, oops, I just dropped my pen. So let me get started with what we're doing. We are using Garden Green 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Grab that bone folder and just crease your your cardstock. Give it that nice, helps it make it stay flat. All right, and then we have another piece that is 3 3/4 by 5, so it's going to be like a nice little layer. I'm just going to actually move this off to the side, and I'm going to bring this one in. And I'm just going to bring my little mat here. You can see these are little grid papers you can get that goes with our Stamparatus. Oh my goodness, can't talk. Okay, we're going to grab the glass. So I'm grabbing the glass. Hi Caroline, thanks for watching. And I'm going to grab the color Garden Green because I want it to be the same color as my cardstock. And we're just going to do some random stamping. So I call this kind of like collage stamping. We're just randomly making marks on our you know, our cardstock. So you can have your glasses going in different directions. So just randomly like that. I will be posting this to my blog after this video is done, and you're going to want to make sure you're on my email list so that you could be part of my weekly roundup, where I send you an email each Sunday that showcases the projects that we highlighted all week on our social media and blog, and it also gives you a PDF of a tutorial for a project of one of the projects I did. So it's kind of a good recap, especially if you can't sometimes be on social media all week. That gives you a good chance to see what we've done. And it's also a good reference for later on when you want to use a project down the road or a suite. Okay, so we're going to use linen thread, and we're just going to tie it around. There. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside right now for us for when we're ready to do that. I already cut out a die cut from the stitch shape, so we're just going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to bring in I'm just bringing in some white cardstock. So the first thing we want to do is we want to stamp our cups. So we're going to stamp our cups in Memento ink. So we're going to stamp one here. And we're going to stamp the wine glass also. Okay. And while we're here, we're just going to stamp our greeting. So we're going to use the one that says another round, it's your birthday. So we're just going to stamp like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our black ink away because I always kind of have to stick my hands in it. And we're going to color in our glasses. So for the beer, craft beer seems to be very popular here, I think anywhere in the world, but definitely here in Canada. There's lots of craft beer places popping up everywhere. And I always see friends posting their pictures, and there's always different colors of beers. Like you could have really light beer to dark beer to really dark, and then really light to regular beer. So I am stamping in Mango Melody. Okay, so I've just got that there. And we're going to put that away so I don't ink my fingers. And we're going to bring in the wine glass one. I'll just use this one. So I'm using Cajun Craze for my wine glass. Now last week our projects were the bottle of happiness. I had shared a project with you that I made using shading with my watercolor pencils. And you guys all said to me, that was a really cool technique. Could you share us how to do that? So that is what I'm going to share with you guys today. So I have my watercolor pencils here. And it's funny, I had them in a drawer, in their box. And I was watching Patty Bennett, and she shared that she had them in a cup. And I'm a true believer, if you see your products, you will use them more. So I got this cute cup one time when I was at a leader Stampin' Up event, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put my pencils in there, and I love them. I use them way more. So we want, we're gonna use Daffodil. We're using Pumpkin Pie. We're gonna use a little bit of Costa Cabana. We're gonna use Black, and we're going to use Cajun Craze and a little bit of cherry cobbler. So those are the colors we're going to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my pumpkin pie, and I'm literally just going to highlight my cup here. So we're just kind of adding a little bit more depth to the mugs, to our images. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the daffodil, and I'm going to like just shade it, because as we know, the glasses in the beer would be different colors depending on the light. So what I'm really trying to do is blend that pumpkin pie in with the daffodil in my mug. So you can see it really makes a big difference and already adds depth to that project. So there we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of black and just lightly shade around the bottom. Okay, now we all know glasses have a little bit of color, so I'm literally just going to add a little bit of the Costa Cabana here. Okay, now you can get they're like watercolored pencil crayons you can get, and there's like a little spongy thing that's like they called it a nub, where you could rub and smooth everything. I don't have that, so I just kind of blend it with my finger, just kind of smooths everything out. So as you can see, we really added more depth to that color than what we originally stamped with. So we're going to do the same with the wine glass. And first we're going to do is we're going to come in with cherry cobbler. So I had to think of a color that would be dark enough but would add some depth. And then coming in with some Cajun Craze just to blend it. Now I will tell you, this technique is very addicting. You definitely want to use it a lot. And then I would come in with just a little bit of shading on my wine glass here. And then a little bit of black just to... Okay, and then obviously if you had that thing, you could easily smooth it out, but I don't, so you can get those at the big craft stores. All right, so there, I am happy with that. Look how much more depth we just added to those pieces. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in our mini Stampin' Cut. And first we're gonna cut it in half. So if you saw that Stampin' Up had our Stampin' Up offered a magnetic cutting machine, a magnetic cutting plate for the big Stampin' Cut. They're having some quality issues with it, so they kind of like were putting it on hold, and Stampin' Up just announced that it's not meeting their standards right now, so they're pulling it off the inventory, and they're going to go back to the drawing board and hopefully find something that will work. It works great if you were doing like, you know, just everyday cuts, but if you were doing some mass production, it did not work so well. All right, so there is our greetings. We're just going to put that over to the side. We're going to come in here with our pieces for here. So we're just going to line up our die. So we're using they're called Brewed dies that go with the Brewed for You stamp set. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I did that the other day and it cut out my filling, and I was like, what? I had to restart all over again. All right, so we're just going to run these through. Move this out of my way. might hear some noise in the background. My daughter's just making her lunch because she's going to play ball. All right, make sure you always take these out of the paper. Don't ask me why or how I know, because I've had to go search the garbage can for them. All right, so let's bring back in our pieces. So we have our card base. We already stamped that. We have our white. So what we're gonna do is we're going to lay our wine glass down flat. And we're going to pop up the beer glass. Like this. And we're going to pop up our greeting with dimensionals. I'm gonna get one more here in the middle. Tell me if this is a set that you have in your collection. Okay, so we're gonna pop this layer up. Dimensionals are a must in your craft room. So here's a tip. When you come to this, don't throw this out. There's lots of great adhesives in here. I just kind of go around and cut them, and then as I need them, I use them. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this layer up onto our card. Just gives it a little bit of dimension. And then we're gonna pop up this circle. Oops, my thing there is coming to me. So as I said, each week I pick a product and then I create projects with it. And then at the end, I do what is called like a weekly roundup. And we're just gonna pop that up right there. All right, so now we got two more things to add to this card. So we're gonna come back in with our twine. We're just gonna make a quick bow. I'm just making my bow, and then what we're gonna do is grab here, and then you can just obviously cut those off, trim it off. Cut that extra piece. Okay, so the finishing touches on our card, we're gonna grab our taper pick, and we're gonna come in with our black matted dots. And we're just gonna put those down. All right, so let's just share with you our finished project. So there you go. This is our finished project that I somewhat cased off. Uh-oh, there's a puppy attacking me on my desk, coming in to say hi. Okay, so there's the one we made today. And then this is the one I made. Oh, there's the puppy. That was my puppy Timbit saying hello to you. There's the one I made the other day, so you can really see how it makes a difference. And then I have some other projects to share with you. So I made this one last night and showcased it on my social media. It's kind of like a, oh yeah, yes. And I did the stamping in the background. This is the He's the Man Designer Series paper. And these are the All That dies, which goes with the He's the Man, which I love that suite. I received this one from a swap from my friend Rose. And it's featuring, it says, I owe you one or several. So I like participating in swaps because then I have these projects to share with you. This was another one that I created, and it uses the He's the Man Designer Series paper. And as I told you, we've already focused on the He's the Man. It has these fun die cut sheets. I love this one, so I used it, and here's the beer. So I did, this is Cajun Craze, and this is crushed curry, and then the foam. So there's one there. And then every Tuesday night I go live with my team, and we do like a Stampin' chat. So I always show them how to create, we stamp. So what we do is we chat about what's happening in the Stampin' Up world, what's happening in our team, and then I always finish the night off with some stamping. So I saw this really fun technique called the angled card on my friend Wendy Cranford's blog. So I kind of went and seen how she made it. So what it is it's a pocket. You just pull it off here, and then it has this fun angled. So sometimes I don't always put my whites in or my greetings in until I know who the card is going to. So that was the one that I created to show them. So kind of like a fun card to give to somebody. You could put like a gift card in there. Yeah. So there's that. And then I did the same card. I just showed them in a different design. So see how this one, the flap is over, the right flap is over top, and then this one is your left flap is over. So just showing you two looks. All right, so there you go. There is our projects featuring the Brewed For You bundle. Let's bring that bundle back in so you can see it. Created lots of fun projects with it. It's a great set that you could use for the young to the old, female, male. Just so much you could do with this set. And don't be surprised if you don't see this come back in the down the road towards the different months of the season. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining me. If you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching on the replay. So just to recap, new hostess code, you're getting the false sea glass shapes. Also wanted to remind you that last chance is up. So the January to June catalog, let me just grab that and show you, is retiring. So lots of products are selling out. Sorry, some products have already sold out, and some are leaving us, and some are carrying over. So this is good till the end of June. Plus you have buy one, get one for the kit collection. There's a new Nourish and Flourish kit that is available. And yeah, lots going on. So I will be sharing all those with you too. All right, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Next week, we are focusing on the Hello Ladybug bundle, which is the stamp set and coordinating punch. That bundle is actually in our January to June catalog, but is carrying over. And I thought it's a great time to do it because we're kind of seeing ladybugs in the world right now. Especially here, the kids are always at school pointing out ladybugs when they find them to me when we're in the yard. If you're just joining, make sure you go back and watch the replay. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. I'm gonna have to move our Facebook Live, and I will let you know when. I might do it later in the night. My daughter graduated last year from Waterloo, and she obviously had to have a virtual thing. So this year they're doing in person for those ones that graduated. So that's what we have. So I won't be live next Sunday at 10, but I will definitely let you know the time we're going to go, whether it's later in the day or it'll be later in the day on Sunday. That's probably what I'll do, but I'll let you know for time for sure. All right, so ladybugs are up next week. Hello, ladybugs. This week was all about Brewed For You. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you next week showcasing Hello Ladybugs. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.